Hey guys, what's up, and welcome once again to my channel. It is Ali here with another video for you guys. So as I had promised, I was going to be telling everyone about my experience over at Generation Beauty. That was this past weekend, the week of May 29th through the 31st. So I was out in LA that weekend and it was just an awesome experience. I was invited by the founder of IBC, Michelle Phan, so that was a really big deal for me just because I have watched her videos, and I of course learned a lot from her, especially when it comes to makeup. So that was truly an honor to be invited, and I went. First night was actually a private cocktail hour for all YouTubers and all beauty creators to get together and kind of network and just get to know one another, and really just enjoy one another's vibes. It started at 7 p.m. so I ended up leaving my hotel at around 7:30, and I got to the venue at about 8, and it wasn't that bad of a drive. It was about a 15-minute ride. I was in Inglewood, so the ride was 15 minutes away to get to Santa Monica because that's where it was being held at. So it was a really cool ride. I got to see bits and pieces of LA during my ride there, so that was pretty cool. And then I reached the venue. Of course, I was by my lonesome, but I still got to meet really amazing people. I got to meet Afro Bang. I also met Linda, who is a freelance makeup artist. I got to meet her sister. I also met this really cool girl. Her name's Ashley. I met Sandra Deluxe. Who else? JJ Fashion Girl, who is an absolute sweetheart. She was really nice. Who else? I met Cherie. If you guys watch her videos here on YouTube, Cherie's Love. Her son is so adorable. He is so cute. Who else did I see? I saw Jackie O. I saw You Love Megs. She was there. Michelle Phan, of course, was holding the event. We also, at the end of the night, we got to get a tour of the studio itself. So Michelle Phan has basically opened up an open studio for YouTube creators where we basically have our own space available in order to create and just make great content for you guys. And I thought it was a great idea. The studio looked amazing, so we got a tour of that, and then towards the end of the night we each received our glam bag. As you guys saw in my previous video, all the stuff that I got, that I was really freaking out, like, how am I gonna take this home? Because I literally traveled with just my backpack and my carry-on, and that was just like a whole new set of luggage, and I was like, how am I gonna take this home? How am I gonna make this fit? So I had to repack everything in order to make that fit. But thank the Lord, I was able to bring everything back, and that was just day one. So then Saturday and Sunday, it was the general event. It was Generation Beauty for all the attendees. Saturday, it was a lot of fun. It was so much fun. So, you know, we got to walk in. I was actually hanging out with Cherie on Saturday, so we literally browsed around, and you know, we got our little goodie bags, and we got even more goodies that day. We were also with her mom, who was really, really sweet, and you know, we just got to chill, you know. So I left at 3, and that's when I ran into Linda and her sister again, as well as another friend of hers. I left, and then I went back to my hotel. And next thing you know, I see on the news feed for Generation Beauty that Kat Von D was there. So I was so like, why did I leave early? But it was still a lot of fun either way. General admission, it starts at 9 for check-in. So I got there like around 10, and I was waiting online. The line was steep. But it moved like really, really fast as soon as the doors opened, because they literally, you know, open up the doors, and once you have your name badge on, they immediately let you in, and once you've checked in, it's cool. So, you know, we got to walk right in, and I got to browse around and see all the brands. A lot of the brands that were there was Tarte, Too Faced, NYX, Proactive, Sephora, It Cosmetics, Crown Brushes, who else? London Soho, Bare Minerals, Lush was there. Who else? You know, it was just a lot of brands. Pixie was there. Basically what they do is that, you know, if you're an attendee, they give you like a little pamphlet. So the little pamphlet has all the names of the brands, and as you go to each booth, they check it off, and they each give you your free goodies. So you're leaving with like a good amount of stuff. Like, you go in there empty-handed, and you're coming out with like bags of stuff. And so that's just the free gifts, and then of course they have their booths so that you can purchase. So you know, if you don't want to spend much, you don't really have to, because you're getting so many free gifts. But then of course, if you see things that you like, then you're more than welcome to, you know, spend as much as you like. It's makeup, and if you're a lover of makeup like me, then of course you're gonna spend a couple dollars on your little goodies. That was Saturday, and that lasted from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I left at 3, and then I went back to my hotel. I got a bite to eat, you know, and I just relaxed for the rest of the day, because honestly, like, getting in Friday morning to then have to go out Friday night, I didn't really get much sleep. So I was just like exhausted, and I knocked out, and I even caught a tan. So I wasn't expecting that, but I caught a tan while I was out there. Sunday, it was a little more chilled. You know, I dressed up a little more, like they had my shorts on and my tank, and I pulled my hair up into a bun because I was hot the day before, and I was like, oh no, I'm not about to be hot again. Sunday, the event was from 11 to 3, so it was a bit shorter, you know, it was coming to an end. I got there at around 12, just because, you know, I slept in, and I was like, it's a shorter event, so, you know, let me just see what they have. And I went. So I got there at around 12:30, and then I just browsed around the booths a bit more. I bought some brushes from Crown Brushes. All in all, it was a really, really great experience. Sunday was a little more, to me, Sunday was a little more chill, just because Saturday, I feel like everybody got there, everybody bum rushed, and everybody already knew what they wanted. Sunday, it was kind of like, okay, we're here again, I'm gonna get more stuff, but I already know what I want. So I was just kind of browsing around. I did a little recording. you know, I left fairly early. I actually left an hour before the event ended, and I ran into another YouTuber, Patrice Jolene, so you guys can subscribe to her channel. I'll leave a link to her channel down below. She was also really sweet. Her makeup was like on point. I was staring at her face. I was like, girl, your makeup looks so good. I also met another young lady by the name of Crystal, who was also really nice. And all in all, like, that just tied the whole weekend all together, and I had a great time. I really plan on going back hopefully soon, just because I had such a great time, and hopefully I'll get to go with like all my girlfriends and stuff like that. It was an awesome experience. They're gonna be holding one here in New York, I believe October 3rd or October 2nd through the 4th, or October 3rd, somewhere around there. I'll put all the details down below, but they will be holding one here in New York, as well as BeautyCon is also coming up. So we'll see how that all goes. I'm definitely thinking about going to BeautyCon, so I more than likely will. I am going to BeautyCon. So if you're going to BeautyCon, you can expect to see me there, because I'm going. As well as Curlfest. If any of you guys are local natives of Brooklyn, then you know that Curlfest is coming up. It's June 28th from 1 to 6. That's a Sunday. So I'm gonna be there. I will be going just because I want to see all my fellow naturals and see all this hair blown in the wind. I'm so excited. So yeah, that was my experience over at Generation Beauty in Los Angeles. So I hope you guys all enjoyed all the goodies that I showed you in my previous video. Like I said before, let me know if you want to see any tutorials with those goodies, and I will more than likely put that out for you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to share my experience with you all, and I will see you all in the next one. Thank you again so much for watching. Bye.